Alright, how we doing, folks? Your boy Marcos over here playing a little Advanced Warfare Wasteland Wednesday. I'm not going to be as consistent as I was in the past with these series where I used to post stuff like every Wednesday, every Monday, every Tuesday, every Thursday, blah, 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 blah. But I'm looking to play some of these. I mean, I've been playing. I haven't stopped playing Call of Duty. I've just been playing maybe a little bit less, especially emphasizing on some of the other games that I've been playing. And I've been playing less because, honestly, Advanced Warfare just hasn't captivated me as the other Call of Duties have in the past. And I think that's very well reflected, and its flaws are very well reflected in what Black Ops 3 is. And I can tell you right now, that game is definitely going to captivate me and captivate a lot of my time and a lot of the time on this channel. We might just play Call of Duty for a couple years straight and enjoy that all its goodness. The main difference, man, between Black Ops 3 and Advanced Warfare, man, I mean, time to kill is one of the big noticeable things. Your time to kill in Advanced Warfare is like, you dead. Except for when I try to kill guys like that guy, who I just, I guess I just missed him enough that he didn't get killed. But playing a little TDM there, I'm playing with my boy Husani, and I put this game up because it's actually my best kill streak, like my longest kill streak that I've had in this game. I believe it's like 22 or 23 if memory serves me right. I might be miscounting, but just look at how much good stuff happens to me, like how much just stuff has to go right in order for this to happen to me. And part of it's, me playing the game smart as well. I'm not going to take anything away from my game, but there's just a lot of stuff that breaks the right way in this game. So there's our bloodthirsty right there. And I think, the time to kill is a little bit longer in Black Ops 3, which I enjoy. Not as long as it was in Black Ops 2. I would prefer that, but whatever. We'll live. I get it. We could play by those games. The movement has been changed in Black Ops 3 as well. To limit it a little bit, honestly, because in Advanced Warfare, you could kind of do whatever the hell you want. Like, you could fly all over the place, and there's nothing more frustrating to me than playing the game right, feeling like I did everything that I could to get a kill, and just having some guy who twirls around the air and lands some awkward way where I can't shoot him, and that's it. Then that's your ball game blouses, That, to me, is just, ugh. And I told Sonny there, I was like, yeah, I think there's a guy there in the corner, man. Go get him. And I don't know if he died or something. I don't remember exactly what happened. We went to go get him. That's nothing. That's the worst part about this game. And I remember playing it the first day. You know how it is when you play Call of Duty, man. I think I got my Merciless there. I think I might have sluck by there while I was talking. You know how it is playing Call of Duty. You play the first game, especially your first early adopters, us real, guys that are focused in on the game and really want to play. You play the first day. There's our Merciless. Pardon me, I jumped the gun. I just saw a bunch of little emblems show up, so I figured I hope that one of them was the Merciless, Lamborghini Merciless. Played the game the first day, and you can't really make an initial judgment on the day. I always post up a video that day, kind of my initial thoughts, kind of here's the initial thoughts. I, for example, I believe, what did I put up this week? Dr. Mario. Well, next week I'll put up, Dr. Mario's really not too much to say about the game. But for the games that I beat, Conquer Next Bad, Fur Day's coming up next week, hopefully. And there's the Ruthless, I like that. It's coming up, next week. And that's a game I feel pretty comfortable talking about because I beat it from top to bottom. Completed it, did just about everything you can do in that game, and I'm okay with giving you my opinion on that game. When Call of Duty comes out day one, I can't really give you 100% my opinion. I can just give you my initial impressions. And you got to be cautious with those initial impressions because you're going to get better at the game. So I was pretty cautious with the movement. I was like, I think it's a little bit too much, and you can honestly go find the video again. But I imagine I said something along these lines. I think the movement's a little bit too much. I accidentally went into that damn chopper too. I was pretty pissed. I hate when I do that because I'm just trying to pick up a weapon. I don't want to go in any choppers. Leave the choppers up in the sky. Stay on the ground. That's what we do. So I digress on that regard. I tried to lay off the movement kind of thing. And I was like, I think it's a little bit too much movement, but I'm sure it's just a matter of getting used to it, and then I'll probably be in love with it because it'll give me so many options. Yeah, no, that never happened. That never happened. It just didn't. It always seemed Relentless. All right, cool. So over here, I'm probably gonna die. So I think I got 22, 23. They also leave the game, which I hate. But that's a Call of Duty staple as well. Hey, you doing well? All right, we leaving. And you're like, okay, thanks for ruining that great gameplay, though. Why'd you do that to me? It's 21, I guess, and I should probably die here. So some blue stuff. That's a little deco guy. I used to use that every once in a while. That guy was pretty dope. But yeah, I kind of came to the conclusion that I got it as good as I'm going to get at this game. I never put 100% commitment behind it, but I played it enough where I should be better at it. And at this time in Black Ops 2, I was dominating, so it just ain't going to happen that way. And look at that. The second I stop and I don't move and I try to get an easy kill, my man just flies over me. Fly like a bird. Na, 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 na. Don't know any more of the words to the song. I'm gonna fly like a bird. So yeah, 21 in a row right there. That's probably my best streak right now, I think, in the game. And I'm pretty confident that is. And I was pretty happy about it. And, you know, it's pretty solid, but no nukes like we used to put up back in those days, man. And I have a Black Ops 2 video coming up here. But the movement's a little bit too much. And one of the things I enjoyed through the Black Ops 3 beta was how, to me, they really corrected that. You know, they limited your movement. They gave you the slide, which I'm okay with. You know, I can almost do without the slide, too. But I'm willing to settle for that, you know. It's kind of like, okay, what do we need to do to settle on a medium that makes everybody happy? The movement guys, not so movement guys. Okay, give me a crazy fast slide. You're still on the ground. I'm still going to pop you. You're not flying. You know, one of the things that made Doom so good, and you're going to love how I got to Doom over here. But Doom was, you know, one of the first-person shooters out there, and it definitely was the one that made the biggest impact and the biggest difference on the market. You know, everyone remembers Doom. Everyone remembers playing Doom, and I never really played Doom as a kid. I played a little bit later, and I haven't even played it that much. But I realized just how influential it is in terms of the modern first-person shooter. And one of the things it did is that you can't really look up or down, and that was probably just because of physical limitations. And it was just a lot easier to move forward and just kind of put your gun in the general direction and kill people. That could be a limitation, but it could also be something that enhances it. And Call of Duty isn't like that. You know, you could always jump from one place to the other, but it was very limited your vertical movement. As in, you could jump out a window, but you know, it's not really gonna give you the craziest or the best advantage. And, you know, just be an option for you to have some movement over there. In essence, what I'm trying to get at is most Call of Duty battles are you looking forward and slightly aiming down, slightly aiming up. You know, they're all kind of in the general vicinity until you get to, like, buildings and whatnot. But then, you know, you kind of adjust to that. You know that they're going to be at the window. There's certain spots where you can kind of assume people are, and you get good at those spots, you know. When I played Black Ops 1 at the jungle, I knew 6 spots that I could go to at any point in that game, and odds are I was going to find somebody there. It became a challenge when people weren't there. It never seems to happen that way in Advanced Warfare, and that's the part of me that has the movement. That's the part of me that makes me happy with what Black Ops 3 looks like. There's spots in Black Ops 3. There's certain spawns in Black Ops 3 that you could get to, and there's, you know, that the team is going to spawn there. You know that they're not going to be able to get out of the spawn in 2 seconds, which is what happens in Advanced Warfare. I know the spawns in Advanced Warfare. I've been knowing them for months. Like, I knew what they were. Obviously, you know, sometimes they change with patches and whatnot, but for the general ballpark, I know exactly where everyone's going to spawn in Advanced Warfare. What I don't know is how fast are you going to get the hell out of that spawn? Are you just going to keep boosting and then all of a sudden you're going to end up with me? Because by the time I try to make it to their spawn, that dude's already back in my spawn, and we did a big loop around because that guy just flew all over the map. And that's what Black Ops 3 to me is really going to correct. It's going to give me spots where I know people are going to be at. It's going to give me locations. It's going to give me options where, hey, you know, and it's going to give you, like, you know, that map, the forest map, but there was water and they come out of the water. That's cool. That's fine. I'm like, that's dope. Like, I'm glad you give me that option, but give me an option where they come out of the water, or they come from the side, or they come from the building. Not an option where they're flying through the sky and I have to all of a sudden look up and look down and look to the left and to the right and pray, and then they'll boost, and then I'll be out of ammo, and then they'll land and just pop me, and I'll look at them and be like, huh? That to me is what Black Ops 3 is fixing over here, and I'm very, very, very much looking forward to that game. In the meantime, though, get a little Black Ops 2, a little Advanced Warfare. It's alright. Your boy Marcos, Wasteland Wednesday. Deuces.